What's that term for? Getting scared to speak on a stage? Or like, in public? I know this. It starts with G. I know it's some G-something phobia. We even clean it sometimes. The word, it's literally at the tip of my tongue.
Hey, relax. It's okay. I get it. Actually, what you're feeling right now, that exact, I know it, but I can't say it, that's a whole psychological phenomenon. So, quick background. The tip of the tongue, or TOT phenomenon, is basically when you cannot quite recall a familiar word, but you can recall other words that kinda look or sound like it. This was described by Roger Brown and David McNeill, 1966. And even earlier, William James, 1893, called it a gap that is intensely active, which, honestly, is such a dramatic way to describe brain chaos. So why does this happen? There are 3 major theories. This one says, sometimes your brain retrieves the wrong but closely related word. And that wrong word basically stands there like a bouncer, blocking the right word from coming out. You know it's wrong, but it still won't move. So the TOT feeling hits because the wrong word is interfering.
I know it's some G phobia. Germophobia? No. Gymnophobia? No. Gamophobia? No. Genophobia? No.
Here, your brain has activated the correct word, but only a little. Not enough to fully retrieve it. So you get that it's almost there feeling. A study supports the same.
I know it's connected to public speaking and it ends with phobia. What is the word?
This one says your memory has multiple components. During TOT, the semantic part is activated, like the meaning or visual idea, but the phonological part, the sound of the word, doesn't activate. So like, you hear a device for protection from rain or sun, and you immediately picture umbrella. But the word umbrella refuses to load.
I can see how people will act. I know what it means. It's like meaning is loaded, but the sound file is missing.
All right, so how does memory tie into all this? Memory is basically how we take in information, store it, and bring it back later. It involves encoding, storage, retrieval, the whole 3-stage deal. There are types of memory too, like sensory, short-term, and long-term memory, and each plays its own role in how we remember words. And the working memory model, an explanation about the memory, says how we hold and manipulate information in our minds in real time, like a mental workspace. It has 4 parts, essentially. Central executive, the manager. It decides what to focus on. During TOT, it tries directing attention toward retrieving the word. Phonological loop. Handles sounds and words, your inner voice. Visuospatial sketchpad. Deals with mental images. Episodic buffer. Combines info from different memory systems, meaning plus sound plus past experiences. That's why TOT is so tied to memory. It's literally a retrieval hiccup. And yes, there's brain science behind this too. A study by Hideyuki Kikyo, Kenichi Oki, and Kensuke Sekihara, 2001, used fMRI to look at the brain during TOT. They separated the cognitive phases of retrieval and found that the left dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, DLPFC, and the anterior cingulate cortex, ACC, were activated when people successfully retrieved the word. And the DLPFC was specifically active during successful retrieval compared to when people gave up. Basically, your DLPFC lights up when you finally remember the word, not when you quit. Where do we see TOT? Findings by Brown, 1991, show that TOTs happen to almost everyone, so yes, you're normal, occur about once a week. Increase with age, usually happen. With proper names, often give you the first letter of the word and give you words related to the target. And around 50% resolve during the experience. People guess syllable counts. Right, 50 to 80% of the time, and 40 to 66% of TOTs resolve within 1 minute. So basically, your brain does know the answer. It's just loading like a slow Wi-Fi connection. It's actually super interesting to know that TOT has been studied from different angles inside psychology, and each one sees it a little differently. Psycholinguists look at TOT as a tiny glitch in our language system. They compare TOTS with everyday speech mistakes like slips of the tongue or funny spoonerisms. Memory researchers, which some of the theories covered, see TOT as a moment where retrieval slows down but doesn't fail. A.S. Brown, 1991, even called it slow-motion photography of memory. They focus on what info is accessible during a TOT, how cues help retrieval, and how interference, like a wrong word getting in the way, can block recall. But metacognitive researchers look at TOT very differently. They say TOT isn't the retrieval system failing. It's the monitoring system raising a flag, telling you, hey, I know this word. I just can't get it right now. Here, the feeling of TOT itself becomes the focus. Strong versus weak. TOTs, emotional versus neutral. TOTs, imminent versus distant TOTs. All these perspectives help fill in different pieces of the puzzle. So, yeah, that's the whole tip of the tongue story. Your brain isn't failing. It's just buffering.
Ah, I remember it now. It's glassophobia.
Haha, yep, there you go.